here, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Carl Lawson.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
To go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Raiders.
A first down throw, Darnold. This one caught by Isabella. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after here coming up.
For the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. John Brown set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59 mark, check.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Kansas City.
A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 49 yards. His throw caught at about the 5.
Gain of 29.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City.
Lining up for the extra
From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Chiefs 14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Kalen Ballage.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Clark in on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Chiefs 14.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54. Right there.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now Balaj.
And 7.
And he's got some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Kalen Balaj, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14. John Brown set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own
that time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a big play there for Vegas, and even 70 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Check 15. Check 15.
On third down, Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McManus's point out. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold able to find Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
To Andy Isabella.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
56.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 29, Darnold. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Raiders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A draw play now. Balaj. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Darnold. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Darnold going to keep this himself. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Chiefs. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Hines, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this. These linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Raiders 35. Chiefs 28.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Balaj. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Darnold. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold, the throw taken in by Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put
set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Touchdown.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception. This drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They run it with Balaj. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Raider first down.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.